Didn't expect this to be a trilogy, but all right. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raising on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. Hey, the angle's weird. And also, yes, that is a happening poster. It's a great movie. I'm Mark Wahlberg. You know me. All right. Nice to meet you, viewers. Say hi to your mother for me, okay? Uh, no, here's the dealio. So my freaking the thing that's keeping my camera up is broken, so I have to get a new one. So for this review and the other review for tonight, we are going to be doing it on my phone. I apologize if you see a lot of my mug, but that's just the way it goes. Until tomorrow, when the good folks at Amazon, God willing, are going to bring me my new equipment. But that being said, hi everyone, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. We're raised on popcorn with Grant, everybody. It's the Cloverfield monster. No, actually, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise the Popcorn with Grant, everybody. Today we are talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here, and that movie is... Hey, viewer Drew, right on cue. How's it going, buddy? That movie is My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 is the third installment in the most unlikely franchise that also apparently included a short-lived sitcom. Okay. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 is the continuing story of the Portokalos family. In particular, Tula Portokalos, played once again by Nia Vardalos, who also wrote and directed this time, I should add. It's written and directed by Nia Vardalos. I think the first in this series, she previously directed a film called I Hate Valentine's Day. I've not seen it. So this is the third film, and we pick up a good few years after the events of the second installment. All the family has issues going on. Paris, Tula and Ian's daughter, is basically flunking out of college. Tula is struggling with the sort of distance between her usually very close family, including her mother, played once again by Leni Kazan, who is beginning to suffer from the throes of dementia. And they lost their father, and the series MVP, as far as I'm concerned, Michael Constantine, played him, Gus, as they called him, who since passed away tragically in 2021. And to fulfill his final wish, they decided to go on a family reunion trip to Greece, the motherland, the motherland, and the whole family's coming along for some fun and adventure, and to sort of get the patriarch's last wishes there. They will discover relatives they never knew they had, fun in the sun, romance, particularly between Paris and a young, a nice Greek boy that she ghosted, played named Aristotle, and along the way they might have another big fat Greek wedding as well. Let the mayhem begin. So, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 is... To review this movie, I feel the need to kind of quickly tell you my thoughts on the first two, because I have seen them. The first, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, I love. I think it's one of the best romantic comedies ever. It's funny, and the humor came a lot from observation. It was not really a movie about plot, and it was very much not a studio rom-com. The second one, on the other hand, was not that good, because it was more of a classic studio rom-com, but I think what did carry over is the dialogue, and the dialogue was still pretty okay. There was still some authenticity to the characters, and the characters, the new and the old, were still lovable. I didn't love the movie, but I thought it was fine. I forgot most of it. So now we have, kind of unexpectedly, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3, the third and I guess final, maybe, installment. I don't know how they could do another one. And it was perfectly fine. Not anything spectacular, not anything super offensive, just it was fine. It's slightly better, I think, than the second one, although, again, I don't remember much about the second one, but not even close to the level of the first. The characters are still lovable. Vardalos still can get a nice observation in there when she wants to. But it does feel a little bit like an excuse to get the whole cast together to go to Greece on a vacation a little bit. Even the wedding, and there is a big fat Greek wedding in this one, feels a little bit of a last sort of shoehorned in. It feels a little bit like the studio's like at some point there has to be a wedding, so they kind of these new characters show up and they have a big fat Greek wedding. And it just feels kind of unnecessary to do that. I mean, you might as well have just called it My Big Fat Greek Reunion. That's basically what this is. Like you could have just called it that. It would have been fine. But yeah, they do a wedding. It's fine. It's fine. It works. I don't think that this necessarily needed to be a franchise. I think the first one really could have stood on its own. But there are some laughs to be had here. Andrea Martin, in particular, is a scene stealer as Aunt Vula, who is, at one point, she says to a character, "I'll be your favorite." I'm like, well, she's not wrong. She's pretty great. She's Andrea Martin. She's an icon. But yeah, for the most part, it's just kind of, it's a sitcom, but it's not a bad one. I'll give My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Let's just close the book there. I'll just give it a matinee. I'll give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I'm pretty sure I gave the second one 3, so it's slightly better than that. So 3.5 stars. Let's leave it at that. It's perfectly charming. Take your mom to it. It's not offensive, but if you love the first one, I feel like if you really love the first one and you didn't like the second one, this really is not going to be for you. If you like both of them, you'll probably like the audience I was with clearly was loving this movie. You'll love this. But yeah, the first one is so special, and I really didn't think it needed any sequels. But this is probably the better of the 2 sequels. Anyway, so yeah, 3.5 out of 5 stars. I'll say this is a hell of a lot better than the next movie we're going to talk about very soon. Oh yes, it's almost that time, people. But yeah, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3.5 out of 5 stars. Let's close the book on it. It's I mean, it's fine. It's the epitome of this will do. It's literally the opinion of like, was it necessary? But okay, sure. If you're making it anyway, this is fine. All right. Anyway, I don't think we need a part 4 though. It's okay, Nia Vardalos. We don't need a part 4. But thank you for the first one. Always thank you for the first one. You made one terrific film. All right. That being said, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour. I got my ticket. Saturday, October 14th, baby. We're going. We will talk about it on here in some capacity. Napoleon, talked about it, looks good. Wish, talked about it, looks good. The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, talked about it, looks good. The Color Purple, talked about it, looks good. Migration, talked about it, looks okay, I guess. Paw Patrol, the Mighty Movie, talked about it, looks good. Drive Away Dolls, talked about it, looks good. The Holdovers, talked about it, looks good. And was there shawarma? No, there was not. All right, that is it. We will be back right after this, very shortly after this, for a review of The Nun 2. Yeah, I got some things to say about The Nun 2. And if you was I scared? Well, I would say none. Ah ha ha ha. I'll be here all week. It was terrible. I want none of that movie. Bazing. Yeah, terrible. I'll be here all week. Yeah. So that's coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, but that's what you're supposed to do. Or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, "Hey Grant, I like waffles." It really helps out. Helps out. If you want emails or reviews, listen to other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at Raisin Popcorn with Grant. Twitter, I'm at Raise Grant. You can find me on Facebook, Raisin Popcorn with Grant. Serialized, I am all one word, all lowercase, Raisin Popcorn. Instagram and Threads at Raisin Popcorn with Grant. Check out my podcast, Raisin Popcorn with Grant, the podcast on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have me. If you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Do you think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, which is real soon, We were all raised on popcorn. Big Mouth Extra Butter. Catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.